Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, it has been a while, hasn't it? I hope you guys all had a great Christmas and a great New Year. As you can see, I still have Christmas stuff up. I'm a little behind this year on a lot of things. But today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you about something that has made my life a little bit easier. Now, if you're anything like I am, you have lights outside all year long, like for Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, like you do all the seasons, right? You can't skip any. But it is a bit of a pain to go through and change all of those lights out every single season or every month if you're celebrating every holiday. I want to show you guys something that I recently found and they're so cool. They are these cafe lights. They're actually called Seasons cafe lights, and what's cool about them is they have the remote that changes them all different colors. I know we've seen lights like that, but they have some modes set in. They do like red, white, and blue, your Christmas, fall, Easter, all kinds of stuff. They're really cool. Now, this is not sponsored. I did reach out to the company and they left me on red. So what makes these interesting to me is I'm sure we are all familiar with the Christmas lights that you can have outside for like just a little bit and then they just completely stop working. We've all been there, right? Well, these are actually made to stay outside all year long. They have a lifetime warranty. I've yet to test that though, so don't mark my words. But they are made of an acrylic, so they're not gonna like break if you drop them or anything. Just the different ways that you can mount them is gonna keep them pretty secure. And then the wiring is really thick as well. What drew me to these was all of the different color combinations. Now, most LED lights that I've seen, you can only pick like one color. These ones are really cool because they have the 16 colors, they have different modes with all the holiday settings, but there's another mode on here that is like the selling point for me. There's a 2-color combination option on here. Ooh, say that 10 times fast. What I mean is there's a button that literally says color 1 and you select it, and then you hit color 2 and you select that, and it can be whatever you want. So really they're customizable, and I don't know, I just think they're cool. Of course, with any set of lights, they have numerous versions of them. They have a Wi-Fi version that is super expensive. They have white corded lights. They have just regular white lights. Like, pretty much the sky is the limit with these lights. There's tons of options. But I will say, I got these at Sam's Club, and they were like $50 cheaper than they are on the actual website. So I'm not sure how that's working out. But let's get into these so I can show you what they are. So the set that I got is the 12 bulbs, 24 feet length, so there is 2 feet in between each light. And if y'all really want to get into it, look, they got a whole line of different items. I'm not there yet. Although Jasco Brands, if you are watching, I can send you my address. So, in the box, it's pretty self-explanatory. You get the remote with all the different options. And then here are the lights. Now, let me take this bag out of the way so you can actually see them. So as you can see, these are on a very thick gauge wire. I think it's like 18 AUG or something. Now, I don't know electrical terms, but it's a heavy wire. So I have to say, one thing that I'm not particularly crazy about with these lights is this big transformer. I know it's probably got to be there to have all the options and everything, but it's just kind of like, it gets in the way whenever you go to mount it. So keep that in mind. There's got to be a place for this to go. Now they are connectable up to 750 feet, which is nice. And then the end cap just has a little seal on there, which is nice. So these are like water protected if you deal with issues or anything like that. But here is that little hook on the top. You can either use a screw, you can put it on a hook, or if you're running a cable or anything like over a pole or deck or something, you can just zip tie that. And these are really, really like thick plastic. But I love these so much. Okay, so let's get them plugged in so I can show you some of the cool things that they do, because again, that is the interesting part of this. Okay, so when we plug them in, they're going to be just on the normal white setting. As I said before, there are 16 settings here, which is pretty cool. Now, here's what I want to show you guys. As you can see, push a color, and it goes to that color. Pretty self-explanatory there. But I want to show you the mode button, because this is where it gets interesting. So here we have like a different color changing one. I actually like this one. It's kind of neat. And then we have just a rainbow. Now, I have learned that when this setting is on and they're actually like in a string, it's like an ombre of a rainbow. Then we got Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, I guess. Red, white, and blue. This is the fall one. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there's actually like 3 shades of orange in there. And then they're considering this the spring one. And this is just a rainbow too. So it's really cool. So now let me show you the color combination button. So let's say you're doing Christmas. You hit color 1, red, color 2, green. Since we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, I think what my colors would probably be is my color 1 would be red, my color 2 would be, we do like a pink, maybe a purple. Now there is like 3 shades of purple, like color combinations. The sky is pretty much the limit here. They are dimmable. So let me do just the white so you can see. And I think they say that it goes down in like increments of like 10%. So if you really want to set the mood outside, or if you have mosquitoes or bug problems in the summertime, this is the solution for you. And then they have the strobe one setting here that just blinks through all the colors. And then they have a fade option that goes through them really slow. Now, another thing that's really cool about these, if you don't have a timer, it's got one built in. There is a 2-hour timer or a 4-hour timer. So you just kind of plug these in and forget about them. All right, so now that I showed you the basic features of these and showed you that they're like pretty self-explanatory lights as far as like changing the colors, let's get these outside. Now, last time I looked at the temperature, it said it was like 13 degrees outside, so hopefully it warmed up a little bit. Okay guys, I am outside. It is currently, I think 16 degrees outside. As you can see my breath. So this area right here is on our front porch, and I want to add the lights to, I'm gonna start over here in this corner, go the whole way across, and then I'm going to try to go up to this peak over here. So let me show you what I'm gonna attach these with. So I have these exterior screws, they're 1 1/4, and I'm going to just be running them through the loops on the top of these lights here. So these are self-tapping, it should go fairly quick, let's hope, because I'm freezing. All right, so I'm just gonna set up a camera and get these installed. Okay, so I just got them all installed and it took about 20 minutes. I still have to do some work on hiding some wires here, but they went up pretty easy. As you can see, I used the screws there, so each one is secured, but I love how this looks. I actually have these lights on the gazebo too. So, since we are approaching Valentine's Day, I think I'm going to be doing these in red and pink. And also, I've learned that over time, these do straighten out a little bit more on their own. Alright, so that was my snowy day project. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll link these down below. Alright, bye.